speaker, for the CDC program. Mr. Cummings, good morning. How are you this morning?
TOP FM.
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm very, very much okay.
Very blessed.
Okay, welcome to the show this morning.
Good to be with you. Good to be with you. Looking forward to the conversation.
Okay. How was your time in Zwedru? I mean, you came, the rain started falling. You drove on the road, you came, you saw exactly how the road looks like. I mean, how was it? Tell us a little bit, Chief.
Yeah, no, Sheku, the visit to Gedeh was good to Zwedru. As you probably know, I've been to Zwedru a few times, so this was not my first visit.
Okay.
The road was a bit of a challenge. As you know, the road is now paved through Tapeta, but the Tapeta Zwedru was a bit challenging because of the rain and the weather.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't complain because our people in Gedeh live with those roads, with those conditions every day.
Okay.
All of those challenging conditions. So I don't complain. It was my pleasure to come back to the county and to accept the invitation from the CDC to be the keynote speaker at their convention. So it all went well. The hospitality was good. It was good to be back in Gedeh.
Okay. Now, Mr. Cummings, a lot of people, say Mr. Cummings from the southeast. And so many people been asking, though. They want to know exactly where Mr. Cummings is coming from. Sometimes, we read about it, we talk about it. But I think it would be good to you yourself say this morning to the people where exactly you're coming from in the southeast.
Yeah, so, look, my family is from Maryland County. My father specifically grew up between Harper and Beacon. So between District 1 in Maryland, Harper District, but also District 3, where Beacon is. But I was born in Monrovia, went to demonstration school, government school. I went to CBA, I went to Cuttington. Spent some time visiting the county, Maryland specifically. So I claim my southeastern roots because that's where my woman is from. We also have some relationships in Nimba County. One of my aunts, Captain Cummings, was actually a senator from Nimba, from the Tapeta area. So we got some family in that part of the country as well. So at the end of the day, Sheku, I consider myself to be a Liberian first, and then secondly, a man from the Gribble tribe.
From the Gribble tribe? You can speak Gribble?
No, I do not.
Okay.
I don't speak Gribble, but that's where the family is.
Okay, quickly, let's go into business this morning. Mr. Cummings, your party's slogan is Liberia deserve better. Looking at the current economic climate in Liberia, what are the three most urgent shifts you believe must happen to turn that vision into reality for the average citizen?
So the most important thing we need to do to improve our country, Sheku, is we got to get new and different and better leadership.
Okay.
Because it's the leadership starting with the president, then the legislature, but it starts with the executive branch, with the president. Unless we get leadership that is really committed to improving the lives of the ordinary Liberians, of common Liberians, Liberia will not get better. Sheku, one of my favorite sayings is that you cannot keep doing the same thing over and over and over and expect different results. So what that means is if you have a battery radio and a battery run down the radio, or you keep putting the same battery in the radio will not work.
Okay.
For that radio to work, you got to put new battery in the radio. And we need new leadership in our country. Because a lot of our leaders are just there for themselves. We elect them to the Senate, to the House, to the presidency, the vice presidency. They get there and they forget about the Liberian people. They ride in nice cars, live in nice houses. In the meantime, the common Liberian, the farmer, the hunter, the teacher, the healthcare worker, their lives are not changing. So it starts with leadership that understands what we need to do to change the country, and then is committed to change the country, and not just going there to chop, not going there just to steal for themselves and their family. And once you get a good leader, then you got to invest in creating jobs for our people. That means you got to invest in farming,
Okay.
in agriculture, and building factories to process our agricultural products. We need to invest in our young people. That means we need to invest in education, Sheku.
Okay.
And not just, regular education, that's important, but we got to invest in what they call TVET, vocational training, teaching people to become carpenters, electricians, plumbers, masons, dietitians. We got to invest in education. We got to invest in technology so that a young person like you in Zwedru, if our technology is working, you can communicate anywhere in the world.
Okay.
You can even work online from Zwedru. You can work with people in India, in Kenya, in Ghana, in South Africa, but we got to invest in education. So those are some of the things we have to do to improve the lives of our people. Education, agriculture, housing, we got to fix the roads, right? But it starts with good leadership, Sheku. Leadership that really cares about our people in our country.
Okay. You have a distinguished background in global corporate leadership. How can your specific experience in international finance and corporate governance be translated into a solution for Liberia's current fiscal challenges?
Yeah, so, Sheku, I've been very blessed in life, as a Liberian boy who grew up, in Point Four, in Monrovia, in Fiamma, went to government school, went to Cuttington. I've been blessed to have lived and worked in Nigeria, in Kenya, in South Africa, in Britain, the UK, in the US. And so I've had a chance to see how other countries work. I've had a chance to see how you can manage, big budgets. Sheku, the last budget I managed before I retired was over $1 billion.
Okay.
I got audited. No, I didn't steal anybody money. They audited me multiple times. And the corporate job, what you do is, if you're not performing well, if you're not delivering results, they'll fire you.
Okay.
They'll get rid of you. And in our country, we need a president who will hold people accountable to do the job for which they are appointed.
Okay.
And so my corporate experience has given me the opportunity to see how other countries work, how other educational systems work, how other people can invest in agriculture and support their farmers, how they can invest in healthcare, how they can invest, in building houses and housing. So that experience is very relevant to coming to Liberia, to working with our country and our people, so we can change the country for the benefit of everybody. I always say I've been blessed, so I'm not seeking money. I'm not seeking fame. My goal is just to come and work with us, with Liberians, so we can change our country, so that everybody can benefit from the resources of our country. So I've had the experience of managing people from Liberia, Ghana, Sierra Leone, Nigeria, Japan, China. Globally, I've managed all of these people. And every quarter, every week, every month, we deliver results. People see the benefit. And that's what I want to bring to our country. So we do the work and people see the results.
Does that mean if you become the president of this country, anybody that got themselves involved in corruption will be fired, they will be dismissed, they will be prosecuted? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying all of that, Sheku, will do all three. So we'll not just let we catch you stealing. We'll not just let you resign. and then you keep the money you stole, you keep the houses you build from the money you stole. We will fire you, we will prosecute you. If you're found guilty, we'll put you in jail, and we'll seize your assets. The money you stole that you went and bought cars or you build houses, whatever it is, we'll take it from you, we'll sell it, put the money back in the treasury to give back to the Liberian people. Yes. And we'll be beyond just, prosecuting people when they steal Sheku. When we appoint somebody to be minister or deputy minister, assistant minister, we will expect them to do the job. To the minister of agriculture, we want to see the agriculture sector develop. A minister of education, we want to hold you accountable so that, you can make sure the educational system is improving. So, accountability, we got to, whatever we promise the citizens of Gedeh, or the citizens of Maryland, or the citizens of Nimba, the citizens of Grand Bassa, we got to deliver. The superintendent, we appoint superintendents from the county, but then we'll hold them responsible. We'll give them the resources, their money. But then the people of Gedeh will hold them accountable. I, as president, will hold them accountable as well, so that they can deliver the results. So the average farmer in Gedeh, the average hunter, the average teacher, the average nurse, they should be able to see improvement in their lives. Their salary should go up. The conditions in the hospital should improve. Schools should be improved, right? That's the experience we bring. And is that what they call accountability? You're not just getting the job to play bishop business. Oh, do you know who I am? All that kind of stuff. No, you're getting the job. You're getting paid every month. You gotta deliver for the Liberian people.
Meaning you will set up a monitoring system, most especially in the counties, where you will have the chance to listen to the citizen as compared to just getting reports from the superintendent of the county. Is that what you're saying also?
Correct. That's why we say, Sheku, we'll set up a monitoring system. We'll visit the counties often, so that we can hear directly from people what's happening in their lives, what's going on. But in between our visits, we have a monitoring process. So we know exactly what. Look, we're going to decentralize the government as well. We'll put more authority, more resources into the county. I often say Monrovia, not Liberia.
Okay.
Right? And Gedeh is just as important as Maserado. Kipman is just as important as Maserado, Mangibi, etc. So we will monitor and we'll visit and we'll make sure the ministers are visiting as well. They will not just sit and ride a big cars around Monrovia and, play bishop business. Their job is to deliver on behalf of the Liberian people. That's the change we want to bring. It's sad, Sheku, to see the suffering in our country. And we got resources, all that forest we got in Gedeh, and we're not getting any benefit. We got a lot of mineral resources in our country, including in Gedeh. People illegally mining. That cannot be. We gotta use it for the people, citizens of your county, but of all the counties in our country. That's the change we want to bring to our country's leadership.
Okay, good. Mr. Cummings, Zwedru, Gedeh County as a whole have a unique infrastructure and agricultural challenges. What is your assessment of our county's development path? And what specific priority would the ANC place on our region if you were in position of a greatest influence?
So there are a few areas we will focus on. When you try to do everything at the same time, you don't do anything very well, and you don't have impact. So the areas we want to focus on that I believe will impact Gedeh specifically, but it will benefit the country too.
Okay.
And I mentioned this earlier. First thing, we'll invest in agriculture and farming. We'll make sure we organize our farmers into cooperatives so they can work together. So that we can buy equipment and they can share the equipment to clean the farm, to harvest the produce. We will work with them to provide fertilizers, to buy seeds for wherever they're planting, right? And then when they produce it, we'll make sure that their produce is purchased, right? But investing in farming is a huge priority. It will help create jobs. And then it's not just in farming, right? We'll build factories around the country so that we can process the rice, for example, right? Or we can process the pepper. We can package it. We can process the cassava into farina, into gari. So investing in agriculture will create jobs around the country, but it will help, in Gedeh. As I mentioned, we invest in education. As you know, Sheku, and you among those, our country is a young country.
Okay.
So we want to make sure our young people got the right education. That means we'll invest in making sure our teachers are trained, because if you don't get a good chemistry teacher, they will not teach good chemistry to the students. If you don't get a good math teacher, they will not teach good math, or good biology teacher. So we want to make sure our teachers are trained, we invest in that, they are paid well, and then they can teach our young people, right? We also, as I mentioned, we will invest in vocational training, TVET training, so that if you want to be a lawyer, a doctor, or you want to be a plumber, electrician, we need everybody. So we'll invest in that. We'll invest in roads to make sure that the country is connected with paved roads. As I mentioned, the road to Tabata is paved from Tabata to Zwedru, Zwedru to Fishtown, it's still not paved. We'll fix our roads around the country. So those are some examples of the things we will do, right? We'll make sure our healthcare workers. So every civil servant got to make at least, $400-$500 a month, because that's how you can pay your rent, or you can save some money, build your house, you can pay your children's school fees, etc., etc.
Okay.
We make sure our clinics, got drugs, that the midwives and the nurses are paid. So there are only a few people benefiting from that country. Our legislature, so the senators and the representatives, there's 103 of them, Sheku. 30 senators, 73 representatives. In the budget that they just passed, how much they allocated to themselves? They allocated over $50 million United States dollars for 103 people. I mean, how does that make sense? How? And the average teacher, the volunteer teachers, they don't get paid. Those that do get paid, maybe they make $100 a month, $150 a month. We gotta reallocate the resources so that everybody benefits. So these are the things we want to do different to change the lives of our people. Our goal is to impact the life of the ordinary, of the average, of the common Liberian. That is the passion, that is the goal, that is the objective.
We are heavily focused on vocational training here, just as our initiative in skills development. How does the ANC plan to support grassroots vocational education to reduce unemployment among our youths?
Yeah, I mean, that would be one of the most important areas we'll invest in is in skills training. As I mentioned, we need to train carpenters, electricians, plumbers, masons, dietitians, cake baking skills and all those things. We are going to invest the resources, rather than allocating the money to, the legislature, for example, or by stopping the corruption. We'll redeploy those monies into education and vocational training, skills training is a big part of that. A big part of that, Sheku, is investing in, I mentioned, technology, making sure it's affordable and it's reliable, that anybody can get on the internet, that the cell signal will work anywhere you are in the country. So that when you have that technology, when it's working, when it's affordable, you can also get skills training online, right? You can actually get employed. It happens in other parts of the world where somebody's sitting in India and it actually doing work for somebody in the US or somebody in Japan. If we get a technology to work and we train our young people skills training, they don't have to come to Monrovia. They can sit in Zwedru, right? And they can be online on the internet and they can be working. That's what we want to do, that's what we can bring. And by the way, it is happening in other countries in Africa, right? Yes. I was just in Rwanda. It's happening in Rwanda. So it's not like something that says, oh, the man, that thing that in America or in Europe, it's actually happening in Africa.
Okay.
In Kenya, people are in Nairobi, in Kenya, in Mombasa, and they're working for companies other parts of the world because the technology works and they got trained people. We can do that in Liberia. We can do that in Gedeh. We can do that in Zwedru.
Liberia continued to struggle with historical division. In your view, what is the most critical step the country needs to take to move beyond this division and foster true national unity?
Oh, that's a great question, Sheku. I'm glad you asked that because this is how I like to explain how we all should think about it, because this one is not just on the president or the senator. All of us got to play a part, although the president, the senators, we got to take the lead because we are the leaders. Those are the people that are elected. But I remind people and I remind the listening audience today in the southeast in Gedeh, where your radio station is listening to that. Just think about it, Sheku. Nobody chooses the tribe you're born into. Nobody chooses to be born Kran or Gribble or Bassa or Vai or Gola or Congo. Nobody chooses that. That's not your choice. That's God. What they call providence. God decides. Nobody chooses your religion that you're born into. So you don't choose to be born a Christian. You don't choose to be born a Muslim or any other religion. You don't choose your age. You don't choose when you're born. You know, much older than you, Sheku, that's not a choice. Nobody chooses your gender. You don't choose to be born a man or woman. God decides all of that. The point I'm making, because we don't choose those things, your tribe, your age, your religion, your gender, it shouldn't give you advantage or disadvantage over anybody else. Because they're not your choice. God decided that. So why should you be disadvantaged because you're Crown or you're Gribble, so you should not be treated the same? Or you should have an advantage, right? Because you Gio or you Va or you Gola. Everybody should be treated equal, right? What should make a difference in Liberia? I want us to all work towards is a Liberia where we don't discriminate amongst ourselves because we don't choose to be who we are. What should make a difference is what we do. So we can choose, you mentioned corruption earlier, Sheku. You can choose to steal or not steal. You can choose to rape or not rape, sexual-based violence, right? So you can choose to follow. And so if you don't follow the law, they will not let you participate.
Okay.
You know, I often talk about we want to grow the rice. Everybody eat rice, Liberia. That's our staple food. So this bowl of rice, inside this bowl of rice, there's good jobs, there's education, there's good health care, there are good roads. We want to make that bowl of rice bigger. And we want to guarantee everybody the right to put their hand in the bowl of rice. Because you don't choose your tribe, you don't choose your religion, you don't choose your gender, you don't choose, your age. So we're not going to do, everybody can put their hand in that bowl of rice. What will stop you is the things that you can choose to do. If you're lazy, that's a choice. If you're lazy, you will not eat much of the rice. If you break the law, you will not eat much of the rice because we're not letting you put your hand in the bowl of rice. But those are choices you make as a person. But you don't choose your tribe, you don't choose your religion, you don't choose your gender. So like the Liberia I want us to aspire to, in the government I will form, everybody will be represented in the government. We want a government on national unity. We don't care about your tribe, about your religion. We don't care about your political party. ANC, UP, CDC, we all experience the bad road. Bad health, if you got bad health, God bless you. You don't decide, oh, they meant ANC, so you will not have good health. Or they meant CDC or the UP. The bad educational system affect everybody. The bad roads, right? It will affect everybody, right? So I want us as a people to start to think that way. God bless me, I become president. I will set the example. Again, will not discriminate, will not be biased against anybody or for anybody. That's what we want to do to reconcile the country, to bring us together. Because none of us going anywhere. You can't deport, whether you, again, Giro, Kram, Mano, Gribble, Vibe, Gola, Madingo, we're not going anywhere. We're all Liberian. So we should work together to develop the country.
Quickly this
And
morning,
that's what
quickly,
yes, we do.
thank you, Mr. Kun. Quickly, in a multi-party democracy, effective governance often require coalition building. How does the ANC approach the challenge of finding a common ground with other political parties to advance a national interest rather than just a party agenda?
Yeah, no, we are very open to collaboration, to coalitions. It ties to my earlier point, Sheku, about everybody working together, reconciling. And you're right. Look, if you look at the history of our country since we have multi-party democracy, it's only been different coalitions that have won elections, right? So we are very open to that as a CDC. But what we will be clear about, Sheku, is that when we come together, we will have to first agree what is our manifesto, what is our priority, what do we want to promise the Liberian people that we'll do for them. So we're not coming together just to say we're coming to divide the government. We're not coming together just to say because we want to take state power, we want to replace the Unity Party government. We'll have to first agree, do we all agree in this coalition that education is our priority and we invest in education? Do we all agree that agriculture is our priority? We invest in agriculture, and so on and so forth. Do we all agree that we got to fix healthcare? So we gotta agree. That's what will bring us together. Is that we all agree on the priorities for what we do for the country. We will make those promises to the Liberian people. We say this is how you should measure us. This is the measurement, the monitoring process. Once we agree that, because that's what will hold us together, right? And then we'll organize ourselves, we'll come together, how we organize the government. But yes, we are very open to collaboration, to coalition. I was in the CPP, I stayed in the CPP, I never left. The other people, they lied on me, they took me to court. But I believe in coalitions, I believe in collaboration, I believe we have to reconcile the country. And I believe that whoever wins the next election in 2029 will have to win it by coming together in a coalition.
We have seen recent news regarding border security and tensions in the Mano River region. As a political leader, what is your stand on how the current administration should handle these cross-border diplomatic challenges to ensure our peace remain undisturbed?
Yeah, what is disappointing about this administration, how they're handling this situation, is that they are not informing us. They are not telling us anything about what's going on, Sheku. Since the border issue happened in Lofa, in the Foya area, with the Guineans coming across, as far as I know, the Guineans have not left. They sit on our side of the border. And nothing has changed. And no information. We did a post, we did a paper which we issued after the incident, and we recommended some things. We said one is that the government needed to investigate what caused the Guineans to come across the border. Because the Guineans didn't just get our money and say we're going to take land from Liberia. Something caused it. And so we said, let's investigate, let's understand. Because when you understand what caused it, then you can fix it. You can go back to the Guinea and say, look, this is what happened. It will not happen again. Let's go back. Everybody go back to the side of the border. But as far as I know, no investigation has taken place, and we don't know what caused that to happen. The other thing we said is that those people that were displaced, that were pushed off their land as a result of this incident, the government should take care of the displaced people. As far as we know, that hasn't happened either. The third thing we said is the government should be working, you mentioned in the Mano River countries, with Sierra Leone, with Guinea, with the Ivory Coast, right, to work together. That may be happening, but the government not telling us anything. So transparency, what are they doing? What's happening? Is there investigation happening? What's the result of the investigation? No transparency, nothing happening. So if the ANC came to power, we will be transparent. We will always want to get the facts. If we are wrong, we'll say we're wrong, we're sorry, we'll correct it, and we move forward. But none of those things are happening today. As far as I know, zero. And I mean, you're in the press. Correct me if I'm wrong, by the way. If there's something I've said that the government is investigating and they've told us what's going on, or they're having diplomatic conversations, or they've taken care of the people that were displaced, I'm happy to be corrected. But that is not happening. And that is just not acceptable. I mean, we can't be with our neighbors. Beginners are our neighbors, right? We should be sitting, having conversations and fixing the issue. And if that is happening, they're not telling us it is. And so the transparency is lacking in that situation.
If you're just joining us, folks, welcome. This is Top FM 105.3 MHz, broadcast from Zwedru, Grand Gedeh County. We are playing host to the political leader of the ANC, Mr. Alexander Benedict Cummings, here this morning. Mr. Cummings, I saw you with the other political leaders in Grand Gedeh County, and you serve as the keynote speaker for the CDC, anniversary and Militant Day celebration here in Grand Gedeh. Are you planning, to join the collaboration, the coalition? I mean, with those other people we saw. What's the secret you're trying to get from us?
Yeah, no, as I said in my speech, and I may have mentioned earlier, Sheku, we are open to collaboration. But collaboration works both ways, right? We are open. Other people have to be open. I believe they are. And so we will start having conversations about what that means. And as I mentioned, one of the conditions under which we should come together is we need to agree what we want to do for the country, how we want to change the country, how we measure ourselves. But we are open to that. Some political leaders came from some parties, but there are many other parties in the country that, for various reasons, were not represented in Zwedru. But we're reaching out to those that were there, to others, because again, we're open to collaboration. I think collaboration is important. A government of national unity is something that I think we should strive towards. It shouldn't be a government where you call winner takes all. The person who wins takes all the opportunities, all the jobs, right? We want a government of national unity. We want everybody to be represented. As I mentioned, the hardship in Liberia don't discriminate based on political party. Hunger don't care whether you ANC, CDC, UP, MPP. Hunger doesn't care. Bad health, bad roads. So we want to work together. We're open to it. Some of the leaders that were there, I'm sure we're open to it as well. And there are others that were represented that we will make sure we have conversations with so that we can work together to change. And it's not just, Sheku, to come together as a mentioned to win the election. It's come together so we can change Liberia, so that everybody can benefit from the resources of our country. That's the objective. It's not winning for winning's sake. I don't want to be president just to be president. My ambition is to work with Liberians to change our country. The job just is the means to an end. The job gives you the authority, the responsibility, the constitutional obligation to change the country. But the goal is to change the country so that everybody can benefit.
Mr. Cummings, quickly. Mr. Cummings, quickly. People say,
yeah, go ahead,
Mr. Cummings say he want no other position besides president position. Now, if you must go into a coalition and probably maybe you people came together and say, look, Mr. Cummings, you can go as the vice standard bearer to be vice president of Liberia. You will do it?
I think, look, as I said before, I'm open to do whatever it takes. I said in my speech. For me, the objective is about how we can change Liberia. And so I said in my speech, I'm open to do whatever it takes to change the country. But I just want to remind people that the job that gives you the authority is, if Liberians could just read it, just not the whole Constitution, just a part of the Constitution that talks about the responsibility of the president and the responsibility of the vice president. And if you just read that section, it's not very long, you will know that if your goal, if your objective is to change the country, the president has a job to do it through. The vice president has no authority in our country. It's all ceremonial, right? But as we said, look, this is about Liberia, and we want a better Liberia, and that's our goal and objective.
The Southeast say they need you. They need you. They not too much know you. Let me just break it down small now. They not too much. Mr. Cummings, are you planning any tour in various counties in Liberia, at least to spend some kind of one day, even if that's some kind of late tournament, the people have it in your honor, like Mr. Cummings Cup, you bring all the district then together so that people can really, start knowing. They say, oh, Mr. Cummings just sitting in Moravia, just in Moravia. Are you thinking in that direction?
Yeah, no, absolutely, Sheku. We plan to tour the country. By the way, I think I have visited more parts of the country than almost any other politician, literally. In 2017, I visited all 73 districts. I came to Grand Gedeh more than once, but primarily in Zwedru, but I also spent some time in Toll City. But we need to do more. And the answer is yes. We plan to, let the rain season pass. It's a challenge, moving around the country, the rain season. But starting dry season this year, November, December, when the roads get better, and going into next year, we'll visit the country. We'll do a county tour and visit multiple cities, multiple towns, multiple villages around Liberia. But I did that extensively, both for the 2017 and 2023 elections. But we'll do more.
Okay, my people, you're outside there.
This year.
You're outside there. You want Thursday morning, at which I have Mr. Cummings on the WhatsApp line, so that he will be able to interact with you people enough. But he's on the same line, so you will try your call now. I will try to, squeeze in and see how best I can put you through. But then the same line you use it. He calling directly on the orange line. So those of you who will have, the access to orange, you will call directly on the orange line, and then I can put you through with him so that you can ask your question that you want to ask this morning. If you just join in, welcome. The number you will put your call on, that's 0776 105 105. Yeah, 0776 105 105. Let's hear you this morning.
Sheku, is there another number I should call back on so we can take calls? Rather than this one, would that be easier?
Yeah, this same number, you could just call the WhatsApp, and then I can take it, and then you will be able to listen and interact with the callers very clearly.
Okay, so let me call you on WhatsApp on this number. Just give me 2 minutes.
No problem, Chief. No problem. Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right.
Okay, so folks, here we go this morning. Mr. Cummings want to interact with you a lot. We have time this morning for Mr. Cummings to interact with you. Yeah, a lot of time we have it this morning. So join us. Let's have you here, and let's do it together here this morning. If you just join in, welcome to this platform. Teach Our People Communications Incorporated. We are here. We're broadcasting from Zwedru, Grand Gedeh County, Republic of Liberia. So you are there with small. Let me have him on the WhatsApp line, please. Then we can go with it.
Hello.
Okay, so Mr. Cummings is now back.
Hello, Sheku.
Mr. Cummings, you can hear me?
I can hear you now, yes.
Good, thank you. Folks, the numbers to put your calls on is 0881-14-3504, 0776-105-105. Good morning.
Good morning, Sheku, and good morning to the program you are ANC, Mr. Cummings. My name is Carl Farid, a member of the CDCs and former secretary of the county. I
Okay.
just called this morning to say thank you to the political leader of the ANC. I also want to say thank you so much for what he had done for the coalition and what he continues to do for the coalition and let things to your deliberation. I think is a good step that you are trying to take. I hope that we all can work together to make sure that we'll be successful in the process. And again, on behalf of the CDC, the members in Grand Gedeh County, the entire Southeastern region, I just want to say thank you for honoring our invitations. I want to say thank you so much. Hope that we'll work together in the future to make Liberia a better place for all. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Mr. Kumi, you just take notes, and then when we take calls and take calls and take calls, we hold on, then you will start responding to them one after the other. Let's go to the line, take this person. Good
Yeah,
morning.
it's
Good morning, Reverend
it's been
Koromah.
breaking up.
Okay.
Honorable Cummings.
Go
Thank
ahead.
you.
Mhm.
To the point and to Honorable Cummings, my name is Tati Mane Esdo. All I want to know as Bedekatu, you don't know that you come to do the right thing. Come to the show, Mr. Cummings. Thank you ever so much for at least accepting the invitation, not because of CDC invitation, but in my mind, it was because of Liberian people to know that unity is what can build a nation. So whether you was invited, you are all right to have rejected the invitation with excuses, but you choose to say, no, I'm going to send people and listen to some of their in collaboration with the other political parties. Now, here is my question. Are you prepared, those who ask a question about did not get your answer clearly, to serve if just in case you've been appointed to go as a running mate to either of the political parties standard bearer for the sake of Liberia? Second question, do you also have anything like an investment in terms of job employment in the southeastern region that you hear from, sir? Thank you for having.
Thank you very, very much. Don't forget, my people, nobody know what happened tomorrow. So that you'll be aware. You will be aware just in case. Some development that we don't have yet. Put it aside, let hear it. Good morning.
Good morning.
Your name, where you calling from?
Yeah, so the name is me, Augustine Debitator, and I join you from Gobo Bulekin.
Welcome, let's hear you.
Let me just say good morning to the honorable man this morning. I'm one of the men that have been following him in activities, but sometimes I wonder why in Grand Gedeh or special Zwedru, whether he get any other person who representing his party, either a chairman or whosoever is leader in Grand Gedeh Zwedru that represent ANC here, so that if people want to be part and parcel of that party, go and even many are available to be or listen.
Thank you. Thank you very much this morning. Let's take another person. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning,
Your name, where you call from?
Michael Day calling from Toast.
Michael, welcome.
Yeah, I only have a recommendation for you,
Okay,
for Mr. Cummings.
go ahead.
If there's any means of him making the chairs or the chairs of the contest, like the chairs are in the contest, then very proactive. They are not very sharing the message. Some of us want to listen to their platforms and other things, but I don't think we have such representatives in country.
So in essence, you don't have a representative for ANC in Grand Gedeh, right?
I don't know whether we have, but actually I don't even know the present name.
Mr. Cummings will respond to that when he's ready to respond to callers, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Keep the calls coming to 0881 1435 040776 105 105. Let's hear you this morning. 0881 1435 040776 105 105. Let's hear you this morning. Let's take this person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Sheku. Yeah, I want to give you a recommendation. Hello? Am I live? Thank you very much. I want he should send people at least. Some people in a village in town, they don't have radio, and they don't know about this, the young man. So I want for him to send people You know, at least to visit the other people town, like Gria town, Grio travel, and other area to know about him.
Okay.
Because we already know about him, but I want him to do that. People get to know that there's a Mr. Cummings who want to run for the next election. Amos William once again. Thank you.
Thank you, Amos. Thank you so much. Let's take another person. Good morning.
Good morning.
Your name, where you calling from?
Man, I'm Body G and enjoying you so much.
Mr. G, go ahead. Let's hear you.
Thank you so much. I would like to extend my thanks and appreciation to Mr. Cummings for in the country to celebrate with CDC. And I'm praying that God should give him wisdom
Okay.
in all endeavor. And my recommendation, I want him to open vocational school for Grand Gedeh, and so the young boy can go and learn trade.
Okay.
And yeah, that recommendation I want for him to do for us. Thank you very much for the show this morning.
Thank you very much this morning, too. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, another person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Sheku.
Your name, where you calling from?
My name is Tawin, and I join you from my Disco Hill Bell.
Welcome. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate Honorable Cummings, you know, for joining the platform this morning. You know, actually, when he came to Grand Gedeh, you know, to honor our anniversary invitation, I actually want to appreciate him for that. You know, there are a lot of critics on the social media that the message or it was not a message number one across. I just want for him to forgive all these he plays that always misbehaving on the social media.
Okay.
The message that he delivered, the workers and all citizens that were here, everyone about listening to it and everything went well. And even the message, they wrote it and it's social media. Those that can read and with understanding have already gotten his message.
Okay.
Thank you for on the platform.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Mr. Cummings said we must take as much call as we can. He want to interact with people in Grand Gedeh County this morning. Let's go to the line. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Your name?
My name is Fodesla, calling from Wabukoto.
Let's hear you, my brother.
Yeah, my recommendation is that Mr. Cummings try to sell himself more and more. You know, we like him, but we always say that we don't know you. So as he started, let him continue doing it.
Okay.
Let him go from town to town. Let him sell himself better, We want to try it too, but people can vote for you if they don't know you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. Keep your calls coming to 0881 14 35 04. We'll take 6 more calls anyway. Yeah, we'll take 6 more calls and then we'll go to Mr. Cummings to address your calls this morning. So if you're just joining us, welcome. This person, good morning.
Good morning, Mr.
Your name, where you calling from?
I'm Alaska Ido Lotro and I call you from Yao community.
Welcome, Alaska. Let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you. I want to say thanks to our political leader, ANC, Honorable Alexander Cummings,
Okay.
for what he did. He made history in Liberia. Then having your own political party and you're able to come and celebrate the anniversary with CDC.
Okay.
I speak to you. I am the chairperson for person with disability in the ANC camp.
Okay.
So I want you to please.
Oh,
try
you
to
in
help.
ANC camp?
Yes, of course.
Oh, wow. All right.
Yeah, it's important. Let me tell you, my man, I got political affiliation.
Okay.
So I want to recommend to him, as person with disability, we have our project in county, in the city, so that he can help us to push.
What kind of project is that?
We are undertaking multiple office for person with disability, and were pre-medicated by the former government CDC by making way through the national chairman.
How far is that project now?
Yeah, we are done our foundation. They have completed only to do the living of the building and to complete. That's where we are today. So let God be with him. Liberian love him. Always social media activity. Let God be with him.
Thank you. Thank you very much. At least you've spoken with your party stand up bureau today. Good morning.
Yeah, Anthony Goodness, I
Amos Manajewa Kulayu, former TCO coordinator, Grand Gedeh chapter.
Okay.
Former vice chair for Central Grand Gedeh. Still a trusted confidant of Mr. Alexander Cummings.
Okay.
To our Liberian politics, most especially aiming at the presidency.
Okay.
I am quite sure that the presence on the phone is well known by Mr. Cummings.
Okay.
But the party is a bit trying to put on the side.
Okay.
Not putting all the attention.
Okay.
Some of us, when we are into something, we are into it with all our best.
So you are ANC man, right?
I'm a full-fledged partisan of the ANC. Look, let me tell you, Anthony, if you are ever gotten
That's Sheku you talking to.
what I'm telling you, if you ever gotten one vote ANC Lutheran Camper to be perceived, that is my vote.
Okay.
And since 2016, I joined the TCL, that is the Team Cummings from Liberia. That is the national auxiliary that brought Cummings to Liberian politics.
Okay.
Still remain the follower of Cummings.
Okay.
And the ANC.
All right.
The rural chapters need to be revamped.
Okay.
Everything should be centralized around Monrovia.
Okay.
I even traveled to Monrovia recently. I intended to meet with some executive members to showcase the case of Grand Gedeh County. Nobody gave me the attention.
Okay. Meaning when it comes to the local chapters, the national chapters completely forgetting about them.
I mean, I'm not only perceived about Grand Gedeh alone, but the rest of the rural areas.
Okay.
I don't been given attention. I went to Monrovia so as to meet up with the guys at HQ to raise some of the concerns, and nobody gave me attention. Myself, recently, I'm in Zwedru, right? The team is aware for the world that they have team members in Zwedru or in Grand Gedeh.
Okay.
So if for any reason that you endorse the invitation of CDC as a keynote speaker, around Mr. Cummings, who are making sure that to spread out information, create awareness so that we can give people support on the ground.
Okay.
That which never happens.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We have time to talk again. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Koromah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Mr. Koromah, this is B. Martin Pass, and I call you from Central Zwedru.
Welcome quickly.
Thank you. Sheku, let me firstly say thanks to you for bringing such a wonderful show and with the political leader of the ANC, Mr. Alexander Cummings, on your show.
Okay.
So for me, I don't have the question. Tell Mr. Cummings, thank you for a kind of great collabo that they are trying to form.
Okay.
As a member of the CDC. All that we have.
Thank you very much. Let's take this person here this morning. We got two more calls, please, my people. Two more persons. Good morning.
Good morning, Sheku.
Your name?
I'm Teredo, and I do join you from FE community.
Welcome, Tele. Let's hear you.
Okay, thank you this morning for the show. And good morning to Mr. Benel Cummings. Sheku, Mr. Cummings wants to be president, and Liberia wants results. Today, we'll have clinics with no drugs, school with no books, roads that vanish in rainy season.
Okay.
Now, asking for us to vote you as president of this country and doing his regime if he shall win election in this country. We not need promises anymore. We need results. So what would be your role as a leader? Because we have listened to a lot of promises in this country, and those people we have been giving job.
When you join the program, you just joined the program?
Yes.
Oh, I see why. Mr. Kumi has spent pretty close 1 hour here now. He said a lot, too many questions came. So I'm sorry, you go on Facebook and watch it. Because those questions you are asking, Mr. Kumi have answered a lot of them this morning. Let's take this person to be our second to the last caller. Good morning.
Yeah, morning.
Your name, where you calling from?
I'm calling from the Tracy Mami Khan. I want to say thank you to Mr. Cummings for coming for our program.
Okay.
So I want to call the money to thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. So this is our last lucky caller here this morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Are you coming up?
Fine name.
Yeah, my name is Daniel. Can you call it from Bolivia community?
Daniel, let's hear you.
Yeah, Mr. Kumi, I thank you so much for him coming Grand Gedeh and you listening to us with the CDC people. Mr. Kumi can at least the message that he share with us. We're happy. We listen to the message. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Also, I now want for you to forget about the disabled community.
Okay.
Yeah, the disabled people, we want people to, we have a vote in Grand Gedeh.
Okay.
We want for him to focus on us, meaning that one day God will make a way, like everything will be okay by the grace of God.
Thank you. Thank you very much this morning. Now, Mr. Cummings, I don't know whether you heard the guy who is the chairman for the disabled community for the ANC. He said they are having a project to build their office. They've done with the foundation, and the elevation is the one that left. I think we were having that particular discussion when you drop off the line and then you call back. But welcome. I'm sure you listened to a lot of callers this morning. You can go ahead, sir.
Yeah, no, I did. It was a little bit challenging in and out, but I got the general gist. I think for the most part, Sheku, they were all nice callers in the sense that they welcomed me to the county. They were happy I came. And so I want to thank them. I want to thank your listeners. I want to thank citizens of Zwedru, citizens of Grand Gedeh for the warm reception we received on this last visit. And I just want to acknowledge all the nice words and comments that were made. I also heard a lot of recommendations that they need for me to, sell myself. I think you really about visit cities, town. Visiting the country. So everybody's recommending that, and we hear that, and we'll do that, as I said, starting the dry season. There was also a recommendation about we need to send people. Yes, we need to support the party, as the person who was part of TCL suggests, but we're trying to find the resources so we can support the party and we can have people in towns and villages, cities around the country making a case for us, selling us as well. So we will do what we can. We'll travel the country to sell ourselves, but then we'll strengthen the party organizations. We'll strengthen auxiliaries and others to also sell us, to carry the message around the country, including all through Grand Gedeh. So Sheku, thank you for this opportunity. Sheku will commit to coming back on air with you, in the next few months or so, to continue this conversation. But thank you for your questions. Thank you to your listening audience. And I look forward to coming back to the county as well at some point in the future.
Thank you, Mr. Cummings, and thank you so much this morning. Thank you. Folks, there we go. We just have Mr. Cummings, the political leader of the ANC right here. Those of you who may request will still get to him. You just listen, they are finding resources and other things, to see how best they can get in the various counties. We are glad that we had him this morning, and thank you so much, Mr. Cummings. This is a place where you can always have a time to spend. Okay. All right.
Thank you.
So, yeah. There we go.
TOP FM.